This is honestly my favorite PC that I've ever built before. Let's have a look. Big thanks to Team Group for sponsoring today's video, and specifically their giveaway event where you can win a monster $3,500 gaming PC. The giveaway event started with their recent September 23rd launch event where they unveiled some new technology such as some new heat dissipation products like an AIO, large capacity products like some big kits of DDR4 RAM, and they even showed off their brand new DDR5 kits as well. It's super easy to join the giveaway and rack up your entries to increase your chances of winning. There's a ton of prizes you can win outside of that $3,500 gaming PC as well, and links to everything you need to enter are down in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a gaming PC build that is definitely not like my other videos. Instead, we have what I'm calling the money-making machine, and this PC didn't personally cost me much money at all, but more importantly, it's going to be printing me money over the next couple of months. Just as a quick disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Although everything that I'm about to talk about is actually 100% legit, this is just not a meta gaming PC build guide that you should follow step by step. If I see a single comment down in the comment section saying like, oh, you should have used this part instead of this one, I'm gonna lose my mind. Before explaining how this PC is gonna be printing me the money, and no, I'm not just talking about crypto mining with it, let's quickly talk about what's all inside this build because we got a lot of much appreciated help from some of my favorite companies. First up, we have the CPU and motherboard combo, and you guys know Micro Center came in clutch for this one. Micro Center is my personal favorite store on the planet as they have all the PC hardware that you need, and they're always coming in clutch with the CPU and motherboard combo deals like this one. For the CPU, they send over the monster 6-core and 12-threaded Ryzen 5 5600X, which needs no introduction at this point. And for the motherboard it's plugged into, we have the Asus ROG Strix B550F, and this is seriously one sexy motherboard that's actually rocking solid price to performance as well. I don't typically feature a ton of Asus ROG Strix products around here, mainly because they're usually quite expensive, but since Micro Center was paying the tab on this one, figured I'd splurge a little bit. They also kindly sent out this GPU, and I've actually used this exact model before. This is the PowerColor Hellhound RX 6600 XT, and links to this and everything we talk about today are down in the description. The 6600 XT is honestly one of my favorite GPUs on the market right now, mainly because you can actually find it in stock, but hopefully we see the same trend with the RX 6600 that just launched last week. Make sure you check out that video if you haven't already, by the way. The 6600 XT is a pretty high-end 1080p graphics card, and I've been buying a ton of them over the past month or so, and you'll typically see them in stock at places like Micro Center, and they're not terribly priced. Big thanks to Micro Center again for sending us the CPU, motherboard, and GPU combo, but we also got the hookup on RAM from Team Group, and this is their Delta RGB kit. This is the 2x 8GB kit clocked at 3200 MHz, and big thanks to them for sending this kit out. This is actually typically one of the best price to performance RGB kits on the market depending on current pricing, and it also comes with a white version if you're interested in that. And finally, the last part that we got some help with today is the case, and this is honestly my new favorite case on the entire market right now, no cap. Is that actually how you say no cap? I honestly have no idea what it means, it felt like a good time to say it. This here is the brand new darkFlash DK210 Graffiti, and this is obviously just based on their previous DK210, but with one major addition. That front panel is made up of all glass, and it illuminates RGB really nicely to show off your artwork. It's super easy to do. You can use the included liquid chalk marker that the case comes with, or you can buy your own like I did with this 12-pack, and all you do is draw on the case, and when using white ink, the RGB lights just make it look so good. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with this thing. The liquid chalk marker also erases very easily with just like a microfiber cloth or a paper towel. And for those of you that are interested, darkFlash is actually hosting a graffiti contest using this case, and there's actually some serious money up for grabs if you win. I'll have the links to the drawing contest linked down in the description, but now I want to quickly talk about why this case is going to generate some serious ZTT revenue. If you've been following me over on twitch.tv/ZachsTechTurf, then you'll already know that we used to have Background PC version 1. That PC just had some RGB fans that could be controlled with a remote control, and my viewers would pay 100 biddies to change the colors to whatever they wanted. This case and what I'm calling Background PC version Numero 2 takes that to a whole new level. Now my viewers will be able to pay 300 bits and they'll request a custom drawing that I'll put on the front panel, and then this PC sits behind me during my Twitch live streams. We've already used this case on a couple of live streams already, and so far we've been having so much fun with it. We've also quickly realized that I'm actually a talented AF artist, as you can see with some of those pictures, and be on the lookout for my upcoming NFT project, which will make us even more money. All jokes aside, I'm having an absolute blast with this case, and so is my community. Make sure you join us again over there on twitch.tv/ZachHector if you want to join in on this fun. Now, I do have one more money-making strategy with the gaming PC, and this is the more obvious one that you probably could guess already. Yes, I'm going to be mining some Ethereum with it while it sits here idle and not doing anything. According to whattomine.com, this single 6600 XT is currently making a little over $2 per day worth of Ethereum, and although that's not a ton of money, that's an extra $60 a month or $720 a year, and that's way more money than what I personally paid for this gaming PC. As far as I'm concerned, it would be an absolute waste to have this PC only making money for me during the 3 hours a week that I'm actually live streaming. I might as well have it be working for me during the other 165 hours per week. Try not to give me too much hate down in the comment section. Just as a quick reminder, people mining with their graphics cards on just their single gaming PCs have absolutely no effect on the current GPU shortage right now. If you are thinking about GPU mining, it would be clutch of you to use a highly efficient power supply to keep your electricity costs down. And big thanks to Segotep for providing us with this 750 watt 80 plus gold certified PSU. The fully modular design allowed me to keep the cable clutter in the PSU basement to a minimum, and being 80 plus gold certified is exactly what I was needing for a crypto mining rig like we have here today. And then moving on, I want to show off all the remaining parts for this parts list for you real quickly. As you can see, most of these parts that we already talked about were sent to me from some awesome companies, and I actually only have about $100 invested into this PC myself. That SSD is definitely not a meta choice for high-end builds like this, but like I said in the intro, this isn't a meta gaming PC build guide, and I used some extra parts that I had laying around the studio. For those of you that are still watching and are interested in how this PC performs outside of mining, I had Sam whip up a quick benchmarking run, and here are all the results in 1080p resolution. Not too shabby if you ask me, but remember that the Ryzen 5 5600X can handle a much more powerful graphics card if you were thinking about putting together a system like this. So hopefully you enjoyed this kind of quirky little video. I'm actually so excited to continue drawing on this thing, and hopefully my community as well. As always, feel free to click the video that's on the screen now, and in that video I actually show you other ways how you can make money with gaming PCs that don't involve a graffiti case. But just like always, I hope you enjoyed this video.